How much have we raised? Call it a wo. This is $1. What's the meaning of this? My people, the Nigerian government needs you. Wherever you are all over the world, we are doing fundraising for Nigerian government. $75 million. Silangwa. This is when we know those of you that are patriotic. We are owing a Chinese company $74.5 million. 118.5 billion naira. And it has now become a national embarrassment. What am I even saying? An international embarrassment. This Chinese company, Zhongshan Fengsheng Industrial Investment Company Limited, was able to get a French court to authorize seizing 3 of our presidential private jets in France as collateral. I'm like, including a brand new one that is worth more than $100 million that we just bought for Mr. President. The same one that the Senate denied that they approved in June of this year. What a colossal embarrassment. So the good thing is they've released one of the private jets. Thanks to those of you that are praying, our prayer warriors. So the Nigerian government said that they need the new private jets for the president to go and meet with the president of France early next week. So this company said, well, as a goodwill gesture, that they are willing to release it, and they have released it. So we thank the Lord. Now we still have to pray over to. What I don't know is whether or not they will take it back after the president goes to see the president of France or not. Hopefully not. Ogun State, how did you allow this to happen? In 2001, China and Nigeria signed a bilateral investment treaty aimed at promoting commercial investment between the two countries. And then in 2007, Ogun State government signed a contract with a Chinese firm to manage a free trade zone in Ogun State. Free trade zone is a designated area where goods can be manufactured. They will have all kinds of factories there, or they will import goods and reconfigure them. They will store them, handle them, and then re-export them without the intervention of customs agencies. They call it the Ogun Guangdong Free Trade Zone because it was a joint venture between the Nigerian government and the Chinese government. Now, this place that we are talking about in Ogun State is approximately 10,000 acres, and it focuses on manufacturing and processing industries. But did I tell you that the China Investment Company, CAIC, holds 82% stake and full management control? What? That is very juicy. You see, that is where the problem started. How do you give a foreign investor representing another country, that's a Chinese company, 82% stake in your own country? And full management? Can we go and do that in China? Of course not. Anyway, part of that free trade zone, part of the 10,000 acres, Ogun State now signed another contract, giving 2,000 of that 10,000 acres to a company under the China Africa Investment Company. And that company is known as Zhongshan. This place we are talking about is located in Igbesa, in Ogun State. So that is where Zhongshan came into this matter in 2007. They wanted Zhongshan to use that 2,000 acres to build an industrial park. So it would have factories that would employ people, including homes for the workers, roads, utilities, and open services such as hospital, hotels, supermarkets, and a bank. However, in 2016, Ogun State terminated its agreement with Zhongshan, claiming that a different Chinese company is now legally entitled to Zhongshan's share of the free trade zone. They also said that Zhongshan had defrauded Ogun State. Keep in mind that they had contracted that area to the parent company before giving it to Zhongshan. So they took it away and gave it to Zhongshan. Nothing happened. And so they thought they could do the same thing to Zhongshan, forgetting that they had signed a contract. They signed an agreement. So after terminating the contract, Ogun State now told the Zhongshan executives to leave the country in order to avoid forceful removal, instead of taking them to court. And within a month, guys, Ogun issued an arrest warrant for 2 of the Chinese company's executives. Nigerian Federal Police arrested one of the Zhongshan executives at gunpoint, and they held him for 10 days. During that time, the police allegedly denied this executive food and water, and then they beat him and they intimidated him and questioned him about the whereabouts of the other executives. So Nigeria had taken matters into their own hands instead of going to court. Who does that? Again, you signed the contract. So you can see why China is mad. So those ones now took Nigeria to an independent arbitral tribunal in the UK chaired by the former president of the UK Supreme Court. And the court in the UK now said, well, Nigeria has violated the investment treaty with China in 5 ways. They said they failed to provide Zhongshan with fair and equitable treatment. They engaged in unreasonable discrimination. They neglected to protect Zhongshan executives. There was a breach in contract, and that they wrongfully took away investments without compensation. So then the courts in the UK said that Nigeria must now pay a fine of $55.6 million in compensation and another $75,000 in moral damages, alongside interest and legal and arbitral fees. So I am guessing that it is the interest and arbitral fees that now brought us to $74.5 million. Abibawo. I mean, how did we get from 50-something to now it is $74.5 million? And since that time, Ogun State has not paid anything. In fact, instead of paying, Nigeria has been looking for every way to not pay this money. But every court that Nigeria has been to counter the judgment, the Chinese have won. So as you guys can see, this is a very juicy something, especially for somebody like me that doesn't like to gossip. As usual, I drink my water and I do what? I mind my business. By the way, before I drink my water, you know what are Nigerians saying about this? This person said, now guess who is demarketing Nigeria? Hey, my brother. No. Another person said they should just seize Tinubu and his family. Make we get peace for this country. Uncle ese suru kilagbe kilaju. Can you imagine? Why are you suggesting that they should seize a whole jagaba? Mind yourself. And then this person said the effect of having an international drug pusher as president. God, please forgive Nigerians. They do, their mouth is too big a baby. By the way, Alaji, he doesn't mean it like that. You know, it looks like some Nigerians are missing the point. This thing did not happen in Tinubu's time. It happened in 2015, 2016. Buhari was the president and Ibikunle Amosun was the governor of Ogun State when all these things happened. I will not call our These are the people that got us in trouble. If there's anybody that should be held accountable that got us into this, it is these 2 people. But I'm not saying that this is not Tinubu's problem, because right now he's the president. So it is definitely his problem. Because let's not forget that during Buhari's time as well, there was this P and ID case that they sued Nigeria, and it had happened during Goodluck Jonathan's time. And Buhari took care of in fact, Buhari won the case, even though it didn't happen in his time. So there is still hope, especially if you donate money, my people. There is still hope. Maybe Alaji will still win this case. We don't know. The problem now is, instead of this present administration to take full responsibility and try to work things out, they're acting like victims. They're saying that China is just trying to strip Nigeria of its assets. And I'm like, the first thing that they're supposed to do is to publish the contract that they signed with that company. I mean, did you guys see the statement by presidential spokesperson? My father, Uncle Bayo Onanuga. And I'm always praying for Uncle Bayo. Although, I think maybe we just need to intensify the prayers. Because, let me greet Daddy. First of all, how are you, my father? You're not too well. The man said the presidency is aware of the various failed attempts by a Chinese company, Zhongshan, to take over offshore assets of the federal government of Nigeria through subterfuge. Want to say both? Subterfuge, by the way, means deceit. And then he said that it must be said without any equivocation that Zhongshan has no solid ground to demand restitution from the Ogun State government. He added that when the contract with Ogun State was revoked in 2015, that the company had only erected a perimeter fence on the land earmarked for a free trade zone. So if you guys had the case, you should have gone to court. Are you not going to address the fact that they were arrested and beaten instead of you to take them to court? Let's continue. The man also said that this arm-twisting tactic by the Chinese company is the latest in a long list of failed moves to take over Nigerian government-owned assets in foreign jurisdictions. And then he went on to say that the Chinese company misled the judicial court in Paris. It's a very long something. When you have time, you can read it. Just look for my father on Twitter. You will see it on his Twitter page. Ogun State also released a statement, by the way, that they are the victim. They didn't do anything wrong, this, that. They just want to exploit their state, You guys signed a contract. Why didn't you take these people to court instead of arresting and beating the executive? You were supposed to be the one to go to the Paris court to get ahead of them. It is an international matter. You thought that you had things taken care of, no? So by beating the executive, these people have already seized $2 2 houses belonging to the Nigerian government in Liverpool. So it's not just private jets. They are also seizing our houses, so Nigerian houses. Can you imagine? And they've initiated plans to seize other Nigerian assets in the United Kingdom, in the United States, and in 6 other countries. By the way, they've also instituted legal proceedings in about 8 jurisdictions globally across the world regarding this dispute, including in Belgium, in Canada, in France, in Singapore, and the British Virgin Islands. I said, my people, it looks like they've just started. You are there speaking grammar, subterfuge. I just hope that they will not start seizing Nigerian citizens. Benny, which is why I was begging you guys at the beginning of this video that we have to do fundraising. Benny, and those of you in America and Canada and the UK, if you are wondering how you can also contribute so that you will save us from this embarrassment, if you are wondering how you can contribute to save your country, oh God, to take us out of this shame, I got you. Download Lemfi. Benny, download it. It's an app that you will put on your phone that will allow you to send money instantly to a Nigerian bank account with 0 transfer fees. Who knows the bank account of Nigerian government, by the way? Tamo. Who knows Tinubu's bank account? Please put it in the comment section. Don't put your own bank account in the comment section. And if you send Alaji $100 through Lemfi will give you $30 cash back if you use my name Adola as promo code when you sign up. So don't say that I did not contribute my own quota on this matter. First of all, I just told you how you can donate money to save your country. What can be more patriotic? You save your country from embarrassment, and I'm also telling you that you even get $30 cash back. What can be better than that? My people, donate money. Let us save this country from embarrassment so that they don't seize all our houses and so they don't start seizing the citizens as well. As usual, we will continue to monitor this drama because, like I said, I don't like to gossip. You will never see me. I like to do what? Drink my water and mind my business. Ben, press the subscribe button if you're here too.